When it comes to self-defense, most people get hurt because they didn't leave when they had the chance. Now, I was at my daughter's Christmas concert a couple of weeks ago. This is a high school choir concert, so it's not like rock and roll loud. It was more like Christmas carols, nice and quiet and mellow, okay? But there was this family behind me that was talking kind of just consistently throughout the whole freaking show. So what did I do? I was calm, I was kind, I was direct, but I said something to them, and guess what? They stopped talking, right? Mission accomplished, right? The moment passed, but I could tell the guy's energy kind of changed. The way he looked at me was a little bit different. So of course, when the concert was over and we all got up to leave, I kind of kept an eye on him, but I wasn't looking for trouble. I wasn't sure what he wanted, but I'm just gonna do what I tell you guys to do. I created distance and I kept awareness. I kept my eye on the guy. I didn't hang around. I didn't posture or try to be a tough guy. Hey man, you got something to say? I didn't play the ego game. I just created distance and kept my awareness. A few moments later, my wife noticed something. We're outside, we're waiting for my daughter to come out so we can go home. But I see this guy and his wife and his kid, whatever, they're inside. And they're eating some of the snacks that they sell, right? They're selling chips and candy and whatever. And this guy pulls out a knife. I'm not talking about a little pocket knife. I'm talking about a big grown man knife to cut open the bag of chips. And I was like, dang. This guy had a blade on him. This guy had a weapon on him. And right there, the self-defense lesson, the takeaway was obvious. If I had stayed after this whole thing had been resolved, if I had seen the guy looking at me and decided to say something like, hey man, you got something to say? If my ego made me feel like I didn't want to look weak or wanted me to look like I was the alpha, like I was the big dog, things could have gone really bad for me. I would have been gambling on information that I didn't have, and it would have happened in front of my wife and my kids. A lot of times when there's a confrontation, your ego shows up, okay? You don't want to look weak, you don't want to look small, you want to win, you want to look like the big dog, but instead of protecting your safety, you're protecting your ego, and that's how a lot of people get hurt. If you can leave a self-defense, potentially dangerous situation, you should. As a matter of fact, the moment you can leave is the moment you should leave. If your goal is getting home, take the first exit. Follow me for more. Stay focused, stay positive, and you've always got to stay vigilant. See you next time.